Well, breaking news right now at 6. We're learning new details about the Vinton County investigation and more details about Elizabeth Siders, one of the 4 suspects charged with 16 counts of child endangering. And the woman attorneys believe is the mother of all 16 of those children removed from the Hamden house last week. 10 TV first told you about this story last Tuesday, and at the time, Ohio Attorney General Andy Wilson described the situation as, quote, pure evil.
The next day, authorities said this about the conditions inside that house.
Most of our livestock was kept in better conditions than the children.
But in the past hour, Elizabeth Siders' attorney says there is much more to this story. 10 TV's Carla Rogner spoke to him and joins us now in studio with what we're learning about this, Carla.
Yeah, Tommy Stolley is the attorney appointed to Elizabeth Siders. I talked to him after he visited her in jail this afternoon. He said today she shared more information about her children and told him they were all born in hospitals. He says that he takes issue with comments authorities made calling those conditions inside the home pure evil and wanted to dispel some of the rumors. Here's some of our conversation. Is it your understanding that the kids were forced to stay inside?
I don't think we've seen any evidence to prove that. There's been no evidence to suggest that there were any restraints in the home, that the children were locked or forced to remain in the 12 by 12 room. I think this is one of the things that's been really sensationalized on the internet.
Is it your understanding that she wanted to be pregnant this many times and give birth to this many children?
So what she's told me repeatedly is that she and Gary wanted a big family. I don't know if they wanted a family that was this big, but they repeatedly said, she's repeatedly said to me that she wanted a big family. She said that kids are a gift from God.
Has she talked to you about how the kids were treated at all, how they fed them, or what the dynamic was like inside of the home?
Absolutely. So quite honestly, when I go into the jail, I've been there 3 times. Every time I go there, we end up talking about the kids for a significant portion of our visit. What she tells me is that the kids had phones. Some of them had social media, the older kids. I don't know how active they were on that social media, but she tells me that they had little inside jokes. And I think the big thing with that is it doesn't jive with the way that this case has been characterized in the public. Because when you use language like feral kids, you're imagining people that have been isolated away from human contact, people who have never interacted with any sort of social media, with the internet, with humans outside of their own home, or even humans in general, who are completely lack the ability to use language. There's nothing to suggest that that is the case here.
So the kids can communicate.
That's my understanding, yes.
Now, the attorney told me that Elizabeth has been receiving care packages from people while she's been in jail. He has filed a motion requesting Elizabeth be released on a recognizance bond. Right now, she remains in jail alongside her husband, Gary Jr., and Christina Siders. Yolanda?
All right, thank you, Carla. And tomorrow night at 6:30, you can watch a 10 TV special, Pure Evil, The Hidden Children on Omer Street. It's an in-depth look into what happened behind these closed doors. Our team of reporters who have been at the house, in court, and talking with neighbors are sharing what they've seen and heard. Again, this special drops at 6:30 tomorrow night on the 10 TV streaming app, or you can watch it on demand anytime after.